Hey, no one wants to follow me or listen to me or hear what I'm saying. So, the judge that prosecuted El Chapo, he had a personal death within his family. So he of narcotics cases, and it's all about narcotics. So, I believe it was his nephew or his niece or his aunt or something, and they overdosed on fentanyl in Boston. So he went to that fucking funeral, right? He cried those tears. He took a week off from break, and then he went back to work. So that grief followed him into work. And when grief follows you into work, it affects your work style. It affects your judgment. It affects how you produce yourself, produce quality work environment for yourself and the results of your work. So um, they have to release him, and the Supreme Court's gonna be like, no, 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 we can just transfer it. You know what I mean? And then or restart it. No, they and when everything's set in stone and something's wrong with that, the whole case gets dropped. They'll have to gather new evidence, not reissue old evidence. And that's the fucked up thing they do. They if a case gets dropped, they just do the old evidence. They have to scrap all that shit because it's part of a case that got dismissed. So, um, yeah, you know, every time we break them down, El Jefe del Jefe got busted in the 90s. So it broke down, or the 80s, and he was the main leader. So it broke down into Sinaloa, the Gulf, Juarez, and Tijuana. And then the Gulf broke down because we keep busting them. And then so the Los Zetas were formed. Like every time we bust, dude, they get more aggressive because they're smaller in numbers. And when you're smaller in numbers, you have to be more intimidating and you have to have a bigger personality. You know what I mean? You have to have a bigger fear. You have to create bigger fear over people because you're small in numbers because you're afraid. Not afraid, but you're just small in numbers, you know? So um, a lot of our problems, you know, sometimes we create them, you know? But we just I'm just mad at the fact that we're not winning the war on drugs, you know, and they choose to prosecute narcotics cases rather than find a child molester, a rapist, a serial killer, a fucking fraudster. They choose. They go after narcotics because they're hurt that they can't bust it. They're smart, you know. Some of the smartest people in the world. Let's say I'm just gonna say college does not teach you street knowledge. Let me say that for a damn fact. So, peace, love, and gap.